Hey everyone, this is Thomas with TK Photography, here to give you some tips on taking some product shots for your business or for yourself. So I'm just going to give you a couple quick tips on making a quick DIY reflector out of some foam board that you can pick up at your local office supply store. I have some tiles laying around here for a background for the product stuff, so you can kind of do it on whatever you want. I just thought I'd use this real quick to show you just a couple of quick tips to use my cell phone, so just don't you don't have to feel like you have to have a big fancy camera to take these photos or whatever. I know we're doing a lot of virtual or remote sales now. You don't have a lot of people maybe coming into your shop, but you want to take some good photos. I'll give you just like a quick little rundown of the studio here. Kind of messy, but we have this big window over here. It's Clark Street out there. We're up here by Clark and Granville. So I'll put this back down. So basically I have a window on this side. We have a pretty big light. You can see the side of my face here is lit up pretty well. My hand causes a bit of a shadow. And so shadows are good, they help define things, but you kind of want to fill it in a little bit and make like a little pop. So I'm going to show you how to make like a quick reflector out of some foam core. So these are just a couple of pieces. I've got 2 pieces of foam core. We just had them laying about the studio, so I just grabbed these real quick. So I've got 2 separate pieces of foam core. Find where I put my tape, and just from little stuff around the studio, I have some painter's tape, just the blue painter's tape. I'm going to take the 2 boards together. So I got the 2 boards, I'm going to stack them up like this. I'm going to make the edges all lined up perfectly. I'm going to keep that like that. And I'm just going to take a piece of tape real quick. Right, things lined up edge for edge flush here. I'm just going to take really quick to make it easy on myself. Make sure everything's like flush, lined up. So I'm going to do that side. That side there. I have 2 pieces of tape, 1, 2, just to hold it together to make it easy to work with. And then I'm just going to take a long piece of tape here. I'm going to come right up to the edge. You can come like this. You can see there's the edge. I'm just going to put that kind of near the edge, like that, so you can see it's kind of hanging over there, just like that. I'm just going to roll it over to the other side, right? So now I've kind of bound it like a book, and then I can take it and open it up, and it'll set down on top of something, right? Coming really close where you can see that. I just taped it like a book, basically, so I can open it up, boop, pop it like. Let's do some product stuff. I also had this laying around the studio, like little travel cups, but we'll just take like a quick product shot with my cell phone. Maybe I'll take this chair in the background, maybe in a little bit there. I have the product kind of turned toward the light, toward the window. The window's on this side over here. There you go, so you can see a little bit better. So I've got some stuff going on in the background, the chairs, the plant, and do what you want to. And then I'm just turning this to let that sunlight coming in through the big window there hit that. I'm gonna bring this in over here. I don't know if you can see that, like bouncing that light in. So I'm trying to fill in maybe a little bit more over here. So I just put this on something on this side here like that, so it holds it and this doesn't become too shadowy on this side over here. I have my cell phone here. So I'm just gonna come up here, frame in really close, try and watch my reflection. Scoot this over just a touch more. Like that, and then, so I'm not even getting into like the pro mode where you can adjust all the settings and whatnot, but yeah, so there's the picture I just took on this side over here. It's like a little element back there, a little bit of greenery, something to give the background some life, and then just some pictures of the mugs. You could take them out and make an arrangement of them as well. It says, and so the adventure begins. So say you want like, see not like this image right here, as you can see, it's kind of like got a big dark stripe down the middle and light on those sides. It's not like a great looking image. So what we do, I have this chair, I flipped it around, and actually can use my reflector. I can use it to kind of like come in and see, like add light here. Obviously I'd be a lot closer, so I can add that in and fill it in. Let me actually set the camera up and you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see like it's got like a big shadow like right here. Might not pop, kind of looks a little soft. Then you kind of bring this in, and then you take that picture right there. You can see right there how that's much better with the reflector. And so what that looks like, I'll back it up here. So I'll refocus in here. So the first shot would be kind of where I would do it, right? And then so there's where we started with like kind of that stripe right there, that kind of shadowy part. And then you can see I'll put the reflector in. I'll just move it really close like that. And again, this reflector is kind of folded open. Let me back up here so you can see the whole setup there. So there's a reflector folded open. And that really fills it in there. And then when you get really close to it, you can do that and post that, and so put that on your Facebook or your website. And then once you get this set up, I'd use like a tripod or something like that. Or if it's your phone, you can kind of take the same image over and over, just kind of in the same spot. You can put that on your website. So that's with the little foam core reflector, and that's without, right? So you can see that kind of heavy, even along the ground of the table here, super shadowy. It's got like a weird highlight like right there. And again, this just softens it up and makes everything look super nice and bright. You really get to see what the cup looks like without any distracting reflections. So this little reflector board really comes in handy. And if you wanted to, let me back this up and I'll show you this setup. I'm gonna put this chair here. I'm gonna take this foam core board that I've taped. And so I've got the taped edge here. I'm gonna put that kind of like on the bottom. I'm gonna put this here like that. And I'll just use this chair to hold that background there. And then so you could kind of put this in the middle. You could get in nice and close, something like that. So if you're looking for something really plain as a background, you could kind of shoot, you angle this a little bit more toward the light here. So something like that. So then it's kind of like a plain white background. And again, I'm just gonna grab another object that's white here. So say you had like, 4 foam core boards, you can make 2 of these things and then just bring a second one in just like that. And then take that picture right there and you'd be good to go, right? So super straightforward. And again, I'll show you a box of like tiles. So I just dropped that in as like the thing as well. So, and this can be anything. Like you can use, foam core. I have these leftover tiles from a project, like a little Carrara marble kind of thing. So that gives you a really good idea what it looks like, that little tile right there. Okay, so I have these 2 tiles, and I just took this chair and kind of popped it back here. This is something you can get from like your local store. These are just like vinyl tiles. They're really light, so it's not like a really heavy ceramic or real piece of marble. So I'm gonna take this piece and put it up there like that, like leaning against the chair. Take this piece and kind of put it here, just being aware to make sure there's no paper popping up right there. And again, you can I'm going to angle it toward the light just a little bit more. If you want to, you can take the time to trim that paper line back there. And I'll put our little Adventure Begins cup in here. And then also a little tip, this is toward the front of the tile. And so the further your object is away from the background's going to be blurry. The foreground's going to be in focus, right? The object. The distance, right, like makes it this blurrier in the background. So if you put it right up against it, it's got a funky shadow coming in here. That doesn't look good. Pull it away, and now it stands out on its own. Angle it toward your light a little bit more. And again, I'm gonna bring my foam core in here. I'm just gonna bring this in really close. And then, so there's another one where you can just keep dropping products in now that you've got it set up, right? So the setup looks like a piece of foam core, the chair back there, right? You can see how all that is. Just like that. And you got really nice light, using some window light. And try and keep your product nice and centered. Alright, so those are just some quick tips. Hope you found them easy and approachable. Again, it's just some foam cord you can get at your local office supply store. A little bit of tape, can be Scotch tape, invisible tape. I happen to use painter's tape just because we have it laying around at the studio. Throw it together real quick, gives you, nice little bump in the lighting quality of your photos. And so hopefully those tips help you. You can do it on your own. If you don't want to do it on your own, let us know. You can reach us on our website, tkphotographychicago.com. On Facebook, on Instagram, you can send us a DM. We totally love to work with you. We photograph people, places, things, products. We can come photograph your restaurant, your space, your business. We do marketing photos. We can put people in those photos. We photograph tons of families in Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. So kids, adults, grandparents, whatever you guys need. We have a studio, Clark and Granville area. So hope you're safe, hope you're well. Thanks for watching.